Justin Williams, cut out your future. Cut out your future, Justin Williams.
Thank you, Contest Chair.
You're welcome.
Do you believe you can cut out your future? And I mean literally, cut out your future. Cut is an action word. And after today, you'll understand that every single letter in the word cut involves action. The C stands for choose. In life, we're given choices, and oftentimes you'll see that sometimes those choices are based on other people's beliefs and other people's experiences. The U is for understanding. Understanding is based on the lessons you learn, and you build your own beliefs and have your own experiences. And finally, the T. T is for trust. Trust in your own beliefs, your own experiences, and ultimately, who you can be. It all starts with our thinking. Henry Ford, inventor of the Model T, said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So Toastmasters, friends, contest chair, we're going to think we can, and I'm going to share with you all how I was able to cut out my future. My journey began after college, sales and marketing degree, and I was eager to use it. I put my resume out all over the world, and one day, I got a call. Hello. Hello, Justin, this is Lisa with Sales Company 123. We want to fly you to Chicago for an interview. That's exactly how she sounded. I was flown to Chicago. I did so well in the interview, I got the job on the spot. And I was beyond excited about this. I had to run home and tell my dad. I said, Dad, you'll never guess what happened. I got a job today. It's in Chicago. I got to be there next week. Chicago? Next week? I wouldn't go. Friends, have you ever had someone in your life that you loved, respected, that said, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go. Well, my hero told me I wouldn't go. Jim Rohn, American author and entrepreneur, says all life forms strive to the max potential, except for human beings. Why not human beings? You've been given the dignity of choice. I chose to stay. I was cutting out my future. And this choice landed me in my hometown, independent school district, for the next 3 years of my life. And this is beautiful because in life you get to learn some lessons. And I learned 2 very valuable lessons. First off, I love working with people, any age, any capacity, any culture. Second lesson, it takes a very, very special superhero kind of a person to work with kids. And I realized I wasn't that special, y'all. Not super either. These kids were driving me crazy. I had to do something else. I needed a new opportunity. I was gaining understanding on what I need to do with the rest of my life. I was fortunate enough to have a friend that was working overseas. We went on vacation, and I said, hey, man, I got to do something different because these kids are driving me crazy. He said, don't worry about it. I got you. Good friend. And true to his word, a month later, I had an interview with the manager over there. And he said, are you willing to stay for a year? I said, yeah. He said, we'll be in contact. Understanding, new lessons. 3 months goes by, and I receive another call. Hello. This is Bob with Overseas Company 456. You've been offered a position in Afghanistan. Orientation's in 2 weeks. We'll see you soon. Now, if y'all thought Chicago was a stretch, wait till I tell my dad about Afghanistan. Dad, you'll never guess what happened. I got a job today. It's in Afghanistan. Orientation's in 2 weeks. Afghanistan? Boy, I definitely wouldn't go. I felt a little different after this one because I had my own experiences, my own understanding. There's a saying in my hometown, if you don't take the shot, how can you expect to see your name in the paper? And that simply means, if you don't take a chance, how are you going to succeed? I told my father I had to go. 2 weeks goes by. I'm at orientation. What to expect in Afghanistan? Stories of sand spiders, scorpions, bombs, guns, Taliban, extreme heat, extreme cold, rockets. You might die. You're in a war zone. Oh my. I was flown into the base. And for some reason, I had this inner feeling of trust, cutting out my future. I got there and they showed me to this beautiful tent. It was huge. I said, oh my gosh, this tent is nice. Is it all for me? And they said, actually, look inside. I looked inside and I saw there was 40 small beds. In the military, they call them cots. I said, oh my gosh, I got 39 roommates? This was a temporary tent situation. My job was secure, neither was my spot on the safest base. Whoa, trust. Joseph Campbell, American author, says, the cave you fear to enter may hold the treasure you seek. So I still had trust. I wanted to cut out my future. Within 2 weeks, I was removed from that situation and placed in my own 8-foot by 5-foot space. That confirmed I'd be on the safest base. I was an associate cost controller, but I went to lead the country within 2 years. And I just wrapped up my 16-year career in the same industry, only to cut out my future in a different way. I made different choices. I had understanding based on my experiences, and I trusted I could do something different. What are you choosing, friends, new family, Toastmasters? What are you going to do different? How are you going to cut out your future? My dad told me he wouldn't go, but now he just asked, what are you going to do next? Because I'm so proud of you. So I say to all of you, what are you going to do next? And how are you going to cut out your future? Contest chair.